Hi guys, it's Joanna from Nesting Story. I wanted to talk to you today about a decision that I'm making. I haven't quite made yet, and it's a pretty big one. So yesterday I was working away on my computer and just something that's been bothering me for a long time really hit me. So I decided to do some research, pick up the phone, and make a consultation with a cosmetic surgeon. You're probably thinking, oh, is it from my stomach with my babies or anything like that? No, it's not. It's actually something that's about 14 years in the making. You see, around 14 years ago, I was about 19 years old, finishing high school and just about to kind of start my life after. And I was experiencing a lot of health problems. I had a lot of stomach problems. I had a lot of a very hard time concentrating. So I would kind of feel like this excited feeling all the time and this revved up feeling all the time. And then I would crash. And I just didn't feel healthy. I felt like I couldn't concentrate. I felt like my appetite was all over the place. So, and then it was the increased stomach pains that was really alarming. So I started to see doctors, and a lot of them were like giving me these really grim ideas of what it could be. And I got a lot of tests done, and they couldn't find anything. Finally, I switched doctors. I switched, actually, interestingly enough, from a man to a woman, and immediately she said, "I think it's your thyroid." So she tested my thyroid, and it was off the charts, hyperthyroid. So it was revving. And that answered everything that was going on with me. So she said, you know what, as long as there's no nodule, there's no tumor, you'll be fine. But we will do an ultrasound just in case. So we booked that a few weeks away. Well, the day before my ultrasound, I wake up, and sure enough, there is a tumor on my neck. There's a goiter. And I was panicking, and so I went, had the ultrasound, and I remember seeing that thing glowing on the screen. So they actually drained it, they aspirated it, kept coming back, there was something in there hemorrhaging, and then so they finally decided, you know what, you're young, we're going to do a complete thyroidectomy. So it's a pretty major surgery. So I had my whole thyroid removed, and actually along with that, it was in such a state of change and kind of angry that they had to take two parathyroid glands. You have 4 parathyroid glands that kind of control your calcium. So my thyroid and 2 parathyroid glands gone. When they took it out, they said it was hyperplastic. So it was in a state of change, which could have been changing into cancer. Thank goodness it wasn't. So I had a lot of recovery after that, and also had to kind of find my levels of what works for me. And each time I've been pregnant, it's been something that I've had to keep a close eye on. Well, the thing is, when I had my surgery, I was told that my scar would look like kind of like a crease in my thumb. That was what I was told by the surgeon. And I had some major allergic reactions to the medication after, and I swelled up. So what I was left with was this scar. So you can see it right there. So that scar, and then there's a little mark there where I had my draining tube. That's just a little scratch. So this scar here. So it's definitely, I've been told by many doctors, and actually my own family, there's medical professionals in my family, that it was basically a botched job. It wasn't supposed to look like that. And so it was something that I kind of just decided to live with. I was told by a couple professionals that it's probably my skin type, and I would probably scar like that again if I did anything. So I just decided I would leave it. I would leave it for then. And for a long time, it really didn't bother me. Like I didn't really care. In fact, I saw it as this line in the sand of how far I would go for my body, how much I would do to change it and try to go for this perfection. And so I've lived with it for a long time, and then I'll be going along, and then every once in a while, someone will say something that just really bothers me. The funny thing is, it's never kids, it's always adults. If a kid notices my scar, one of my kids or anything, they'll just say, what happened to your neck? Simple enough, and I'll answer it. But I've actually had many times in my life, and unfortunately, almost every single time I can think of has been involved with one of my careers. Someone who's higher up than me in my career saying to me something like, did you try to kill yourself? Or were you attacked? Something like, and it just seems so crazy to me that adults would kind of ask you what happened in that way. And so I've been going along again and it hasn't really been bothering me. And then again, recently, an adult kind of approached it that way with me again. And again, it was tied into my career. And it bothers me because now that I'm doing a lot of videos and photography, I don't want that to be something that's going to stand in the way of my story. And it is something that really is starting to bother me. It wasn't until I did an appearance on a YouTube show this week that I rewatched it and I realized that my neck here, I barely have any chin, and my whole family who's older than me that has these genes, I knew for a long time that I would kind of start getting jowls basically, and I've said my entire life that if I started heading that way I would do something. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to see someone about taking care of my scar finally and possibly doing something right here. And I just wanted to be really honest with you. And it's funny because when I called the cosmetic surgeon, the receptionist was so nice and she asked what I wanted to discuss, and I told her, and I said, I do want to have the conversation of just my stomach and my breasts. I told her I've had 4 kids and I've had twins, but I'm definitely not where I want to be. And I just want to, out of curiosity mostly, I can't really see me doing anything. In fact, like I've always maintained, I love my body so much more than before I had kids. And I do know things are looser. So it'd be just interesting to see what the options are. But really, it's taken me 14 years to do this surgery. And I've been waiting till I'm finished having kids so I can properly have the time to recover to do this. So I can't really imagine me doing a breast augmentation or a tummy tuck. Not that I'm at all against it. In fact, I always pick people's brains when they have been through that. I find it very interesting. I think everyone needs to find that place where they feel really comfortable. I'm more with my body still going on a journey with fitness. I'm having a bit of a hard time getting that last 10 pounds off, and I'm really starting to realize it's a mental thing. That last 10 pounds more than anything else. And that's something I'm really trying to work on and approach it that way. So yeah, I'm having this appointment and it's going to be late March. So I'll definitely take you along and let you know how it goes. And I just wanted to kind of share that with you and let you know that we each have our things that we're struggling with. And I just wanted to really be open with all of you and bring you along on my journey. So stay tuned, and I'll keep you up to date with this whole cosmetic surgery journey I'm going on. Bye.